Welcome back to another video, but for the first time on Battlefield 4, which is very exciting. Now, the first thing I said to myself once I got Battlefield 4 was to go on the test range. That was mainly because I was intrigued enough to see what it's like, and also wanted to know what it was all about. Also, it gives me the opportunity to tweak my controls, the sensitivity, the vehicle sensitivity, get the quality, the frame rate right, so I can record on multiplayer with no hassle. But what is the test range? What is it all about? Well, overall, it's a place where you can learn what the weapons, the vehicles, and just generally what Battlefield 4 is all about, how it feels and how it plays with you. So, overall, in more detail, you can get every single vehicle under your disposal you can think of, from jets to ATVs. In more detail, you got the attack jets, such as the A10 Warthog, which is in the test range. These are all the vehicles in the test range. You've got the F-35 fighter jet, the Viper attack helicopter, the Little Bird, the Huey transport helicopter. Now, that's all the air vehicles you can get. Of course, the F-35 isn't the only fighter jet, for example, you can get in Battlefield 4. I think there'll be too many fighter jets or options to choose from if they included every single vehicle in the actual game. So they're just a sample of what you can expect. But overall, they carry the same equipment, they play more or less the same. The fighter jets, for example, carry the heat seekers and the cannon, as well as the attack jets carry the guided missile and the explosive rounds cannon. So they are very different, but they give you an idea of what you can expect. Now, the land vehicles cater in the way of tanks, LAVs, mobile artilleries, you've got jeeps, trucks, ATVs, you've got boats, all this good stuff. So they're not really that different or complicated to drive. For example, tanks, you just kind of go forwards, point your tank at stuff and blow it up. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so they're the vehicles you can expect to play around with in the test range, but it's not only vehicles you get to try out. You get to try out every single weapon that you can think of. You get to try them out, try the attachments, see what they're like. For example, you've got a firing range where you've got targets that move about, moving targets, standing still targets, ranged. So you can just move around and just try and take them out, see what your accuracy's like, see what the recoil of the gun's like, so you know how to control it when you actually try and shoot real people. Now, the funny thing is, down the south side of the island you have this scaffolding, and on top of there's a button. Press that button and 2 barrels will be launched into the sky. I think this is absolutely amazing because it replicates a clay pigeon shooting. If you don't know what that is, it's more or less where someone says pull and this disc thing goes flying into the air. Someone has to try and shoot it with their shotgun, but you can try this with any weapon. For example, sniper rifle, I would recommend you try that with, because once they're launched up into the sky, you can try taking pot shots at them, knowing how much you need to lead your target, because the barrels will move pretty fast going upwards. They'll slow down, reaching the peak, then they'll stop more or less momentarily, and then fall slowly, faster, gradually getting more speed. So you obviously have to lead your target quite a bit, and then maybe not so much. It takes some skill getting used to it, but moving fast as well, that's the hardest part to actually shoot someone. So it does give you a lot of experience with the sniper rifle, how much to lead, how much the bullet drop is going to affect it, and everything in between. So of course there's 2, so it's quite difficult to try and take them out both at the same time. You do have to be a very skilled sniper. Overall, that's the main idea and aspect of the test range. It's just about you learning the weapons and the vehicles, how they play out in Battlefield 4. Now, however, I do think I've missed one giant aspect of Battlefield 4. Of course, Levolution. Now, there's not going to be any massive giant ship that crashes into the land and ruins your fun. But however, there is one massive building in the center of the map that you can completely level and destroy. It just gives you an idea of how much explosives and force you need to actually destroy a building of this magnitude. Now, it's not exactly the biggest building in the world, and it's not exactly the smallest, but it does give you a fairly clear idea of what you need to do in Battlefield 4 to actually destroy a massive building, bring a Levolution event to the map. with all that said, I do hope you enjoyed. I do hope you enjoyed having a look at the test range, if you haven't already. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and as always, until next time.